back from the dead.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the vlog. It is Sunday, June 13th. It is coming up around 8:30 in the morning right now. Kind of a later start today. I was up at about, I'd say 5:45. I was up this morning. And I kind of just chilled out, came out. My grandpa made French toast for breakfast. We had some breakfast, and he got ready for church and headed on out. And I think it is finally time for me to jump on over here to the west side of the garage and paint it. If you guys haven't followed the last few videos, my big project right now has been painting the garage. And I've done the north side, the east side, and then the south side. And I've had to wait on the west side because we had a huge blast of heat. We had a big heat wave come through. And every morning, if I was going to try to paint before the heat showed up, I was always on the site working with my grandpa. So I haven't been able to do it. So I was going to do it yesterday, but we ended up going and working on that plumbing job, fixing that pump yesterday. So today is the day. Today is the day that I'm going to be hopping over here and painting the west side. I got to pour my paint into the bucket, or out of the bucket into my little container. I got to pull the ladder out because I have to use the ladder on this side like I did on the east side. And I'm going to be painting the white. We don't have any green paint, so I can't do the trim around the eaves and the poles and stuff like that. But once we do get green paint, I will come through and I will do that so that it obviously looks complete. But I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Today is Sunday, so it's a day off of work. So I'm going to be painting the west side of the garage. And then I know sometime today I'd like to do my weekly drive. I like to get my car out and drive it around and get a good drive in once a week now that I don't run it very often. So I'm not too sure where I'll be headed today. Last week I headed up through some towns that I grew up in, and we stopped and I showed you Albert the Bull, which is a ways away. I lived in that town for a little while I was in second grade. I showed you guys that last week. And so who knows? I don't know. I don't even know where we're going to go today. I might decide to go down south. Who knows? Or I might go. I mean, there is a town that I lived in for a while with my dad down south that I'd like to go to. But I may do some exploring today and go maybe out east or out west or go some places that I haven't been before. But I'll have to see. But I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I'm going to go ahead and get this painting done, guys. And I'll catch you guys in just a bit. Alright guys, it is now 10:25. I'm back in the garage. I just got done painting the west side. What I did was I took the ladder and I did all the angle parts up at near the top. I did all that first and I came down to where I could reach. And I just kept moving the ladder around so I could reach stuff. And then once I got that top part done, I folded up the ladder and I put it back here inside the garage. And then I did the rest on foot on the ground, and I did all the rest of the sheets of steel up along the wall. And so now the west side is done, and with that, that officially marks this entire garage is completely done being painted with the white. Once we, like I've said before, once we get our hands on green paint, I will go around and I'll do all the poles and the eaves and all the stuff that is green on it. And I was debating on whether or not I should stop or if I should go over to like the barn and the machine shed and start painting all the white doors. But I think I'm just going to call it a day. It's starting to get a little hot and humid now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wash up. I'm going to show you again. As always, I am covered in paint. My shirt's got paint on it. My arms have got paint all over the place. My hands. But if you don't get a little dirty doing your job, you're not doing it right, in my opinion. But I'm going to go ahead and go in and wash up and just chill out, get something to drink, cool off, and we'll see what's going on, guys. And I'll catch you guys in just a bit. Alright, guys, it is now 2:16. I'm in my car because I'm taking my weekly Sunday drive. I'm over here in the city next over, and I'm over here at Walmart. I wanted to pick up some socks because a lot of mine are starting to get holes in them. So I'd like to get those replaced. And a lot of times when I come to Walmart, even when I was back home, like I'd like to kind of just see what movies there are on DVD, because I do like movies, and there are a lot of times I'll see one that's like, okay, I've heard of it and I've wanted to see it, and now it's here, so I'll pick it up. So I might take a look at that and kind of see what kind of stuff there is, and then I'm gonna keep on driving. I believe I'm not 100% sure, but I think I did. I think I drove right by the house that I was brought back to when I was first born. I believe I drove right by it. My grandpa did something about he thought the house was tore down and another house was built there or something. I I think I was at least in the general area of where that house was. I was a newborn when I first went there, so I have no recollection of where that is. But I think I went past it. I do believe. But that was kind of cool. I think I did. But I'm gonna go ahead and head in here to Walmart for a little bit, guys. Just definitely get the socks, and then just look and see if there's any good movies around. See what I can get, and then I'm gonna keep on driving for just a little bit, guys. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll catch you guys in just a bit. All right, guys. It is now 6 o'clock on the dot. I'm home. I went to Walmart and did that stuff. Picked up some socks. No good movies, though. There weren't any good movies there, so I didn't pick anything else up besides just the socks. And then I went for a drive. I kind of mimicked my drive that I did last week, except instead of going right past a few towns that I grew up in, I actually drove in there, and I went into downtown of one of the towns what I was in when I was in kindergarten. And then I tried to actually, I believe I passed right by it. The house that we lived in at that time. But oh my gosh, if that's true, I mean, I found it on the map and it looked a lot like the property. We had a big circle driveway that went all the way around the property. And so I found that on Google Maps. And I was like, this is it. So this week I thought, all right, now that I know where it's at, I'm going to drive by, take a look, and just kind of have some memories. And I drove right by there, and it's a whole different place up there now. Like, and unless for some weird reason that wasn't the right place, but I'm like 85 to 90% sure that that was the right place. It's like they tore the house down that was there, and we had a 2-story house out there. And from what it looked like, it looked like a 1-story house out there now. Completely different. It's fully wooded now almost, and there's like pens with goats and sheep out there now, for the people who are currently living there, and it kind of threw me for a curveball. Like, wow. And like I said earlier, I believe, I think from what my grandpa was saying, the house that I was brought back to as a newborn, I believe that house is tore down as well, and it technically, it no longer exists. Um, but it's I drove right by there, and I remembered there was a gray house just down the road, and when I passed it coming up towards the house, I was like, yeah, I remember this little gray house, because I would remember riding with my dad places as a kid. He would always look over there and see what they were doing, because they had like some farm equipment or something like that out sometimes, and we would always look over there and we'd see what they were doing. So when I was coming up the hill and I passed that house, I was like, yeah, I remembered this house. And so that's why I'm like 90, maybe 95% sure that was the house that I was in, was that one that has completely transformed. Which is very possible. Like I said, I was in school, kindergarten, and first grade when I lived in that house with my parents. And now I'm 20, coming up on 21. So that's very possible. But it threw me for a curveball. But then I just kind of turned around after that, and I came back. We had supper, and we just kind of chilled out. And I kind of had I would call it kind of a heart-to-heart conversation with my grandpa tonight. I don't know. I don't even remember how it came up. quite frankly. I don't even remember how it got started, but we were basically talking about how life is short, and we were talking about how each individual only makes a very small dent in this life, and or even us as a people put a very small dent into life. And um, we were talking about that and how life is short and how we should make the most of it, which was very inspiring. And then on to that, I instantly thought, because of that, I instantly thought, and I said it to them. I said that um, I said that's why I really want to go and visit my one grandma, because she's 92, 93 years old right now, and um, I haven't seen her in maybe 10 years or so, because she came out for my mom's wedding a long time ago when I was maybe in middle school, maybe a little bit younger. Um, and and then that's the last time I saw her, because she lived in California at the time, and then she just recently moved back to Pennsylvania. She actually, for a while, used to live in the city that's only about 15 or maybe 20, 25 miles away from here, from my hometown. I guess from my hometown, it's like 12 or so miles. We're out in the country a ways here at my grandpa's. But she used to have like a little apartment house place in the city that's not too far from here. She used to live there all the time, so that when my parents were together still, we would always go to my grandma's house. And that was always something that we did. And she would always come out to our house and stuff like that. And now she's living near her. She has an apartment, and she's close to one of my aunts. She's up there, and she's like an hour or so away from my mom's house and stuff like that. But I started really thinking, once we started talking about how life was short and stuff like that, um, I had instantly, without even a shadow of a doubt, it just came into my mind, and I told my grandpa, I said, that's why I'd really like to go see my grandma again. Because I haven't seen her in like 10 or so years, and she's like 92, 93, something like that. And, life is short, and Grandpa was talking to me about it, and he goes, um, it's even for a young person like you, he said, you could wake up Monday morning and go to work, and by Friday be 6 foot in the ground. That's exactly what he said. And he's very true. And that's for anybody. That's absolutely true. I could drop tomorrow. You never know. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. And so that's why I really do. I would like to go out and see my grandma again. And my grandpa, without even a shadow of a doubt, he said, I wouldn't hesitate. He said, if that's what you want to do, he said, I wouldn't hesitate, because tomorrow is never guaranteed. So I might double, triple check and make sure that I can get some time off. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I can get some time off from working for my grandpa and pack up some clothes. And I'm thinking about flying out to Pennsylvania to see my grandma, and I'll probably see my mom while I'm out there too, because she's not too far away. Um, that might be something I do as well while I'm there. Kill 2, 3 birds with one stone. Visit my mom's side of the family while I'm over there. And I'd also really like to meet up with my dad's side of the family again. I told my other grandma, my dad's mom, she came up. She was the grandma who came up to Tyler's graduation. And I had told her that while I was over here at my grandpa's, I'm only about 70, 80 miles away from her house. So I said one of these times I would love to go out to her house and spend a few days there, revisit her and my grandpa, and have a little fun and stuff like that, and maybe do something with the family where my uncles come out or something like that, and I get to connect with my family. And like I've said before in the videos, guys, my family is everything to me. I was never really talkative in school, so I moved around so many times that I didn't have very many friends. And when I moved to the high school that I graduated from, I made a lot of friends, but I guess I was so used to losing them very quickly because I moved, I didn't get as close to them as I wanted to. Um, and But no matter where I went, no matter what school I was in, no matter how far away in the country I was, my family was always there, whether it be in person or a phone call. And I could talk to my family for hours and hours on end, and they're always there. And I love my family, and there's something that's very important to me. And so I'm really strongly considering uh, getting a plane ticket and flying to Pennsylvania, maybe spending like a week or so out there visiting my grandma and my aunt and my mom and just revisiting them because, like my grandpa said, tomorrow's never guaranteed. So, and with my grandma being 92 or something like that, I keep forgetting. It's like 92, 93, something like that. Her birthday was May 20th, so it wasn't too long ago. I think she's around 93, around there. And so, tomorrow's never guaranteed. It could be the last time I see her. And so I'm really considering going out there, buying a plane ticket and flying out there and seeing her and making some memories. And I'm really strongly considering it. And I'm really going to talk to my grandpa and grandma about it and make sure that we can get some time off. I can get some time off. We can figure out a way for me to get there and stuff like that. And stuff like that. And we can really get this going because I'd really like to see her. Because, like we've said a million times already in this clip alone, time is not guaranteed. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. Tomorrow's never given. You never know. Um, you might go to bed tonight and that's it. You never know. Um, and that's out of our control. We just have to live and be thankful for every day that we have. Um, so I'm really strongly considering doing this. And when I do, it's not an if, it's a when. I really do want to do this. Um, I'll definitely take you guys along with me and tell you guys what I'm doing. But I have a feeling I might not vlog a lot because it's going to be a lot of connecting with my grandma. I haven't seen her, like I said, in maybe over 10 years. So I talk to her pretty frequently on the phone, but I haven't seen her in about 10 years or so. So I'm really going to try to get on board and get with this because, like we've said, time is not guaranteed. Tomorrow is never a given. I just had to tell you guys that was really inspiring. We just kind of had that talk tonight, just kind of out of the blue. And it's true. It's 100% true. Time is not guaranteed, and you should be thankful for every day that you wake up and you're still in this life because it could be gone with the snap of a finger. Um, so I really want to do this, guys, and I'll definitely take you guys along with me when I do that. Um, but I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here, guys, because I really want to try to. I do want to make some phone calls. I want to call back home to my stepmom and my dad and check in on them, see how they're doing. And I may call my grandma tonight and talk to her about visiting her. I don't know. But I hope you guys did enjoy that. I haven't had a. I know before in the vlogs I used to have like a motivating message, and I kind of stopped doing that. But if there was ever a motivating message, it's this. It's what we just talked about. Time isn't guaranteed, and be thankful for every day that you've got, and make the most out of everything you have, and take advantage of every minute, every second that you have, because it could be your last. You could, like my grandpa said, it's a quote that I probably will never forget at this point. You could wake up and go to work Monday morning, and by Friday be 6 foot under the ground. And that's very true. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. It's probably going to be bright and early, up again at about 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, going back to the job site. Hopefully it's not super breezy, so that we can go ahead and do the top steel and the trim up on the east side. And if for some reason it is too breezy, we'll probably just be going over to the west side and continuing our work over there. But we'll have to see what happens. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. Good night, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, good morning, everybody. It's Monday, June 14th. It is 5:15. Getting up and at 'em early this morning. It's back to work today. I'm not too sure what side of the barn we're going to be on. I know we're doing the steel job today on the barn. I don't know if we're going to go up and do the high stuff on the east side or if we're going to do some more stuff on the west side. We'll have to see. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to go ahead and get to work, guys. And I'll catch you guys in just a bit. Look at the sunrise we have today. Holy cow. That's beautiful. It is super beautiful. Alright guys, it is now just about 10:45. We're here at the job site, here at the big barn. We've got basically everything packed up on this side because I can officially say that we are completely done with the east side of this barn. I'll give you a look. I'll kind of back up and show you. We got all the top steel on, and we got all the top trim on. So it's all done. I got to take the Genie man lift here, and basically what I have to do is I've got to take and pull all these legs up. There's 4 of them. I've got to pull them up so that we can drop it back down to the ground and we can move it over to the other side. I got to get these legs up so that we can obviously drop it down and roll it over to the other side. We're going to use the skid loader and just hook it up and move it over. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, guys, and I'll catch you guys in just a bit. Alright guys, it is just past noon now. I'm sitting in the pickup. We're leaving work for lunch break. We got, like I said, we got the whole east side of the barn done. And then we moved everything over to the west side, and the guy wanted one of his power lines to be shifted over a pole and stuff like that. And we're hooking it up to the barn and stuff like that. So we've been working on the power line. And we're going to take a break, eat lunch, cool off. And then we're going to come out and we're at least going to get the electrical line done. And then we'll probably call it for the day, and then tomorrow we'll start doing the long steel on that side. But we're gonna go ahead and head home and get some lunch and chill out for a little while, guys, and I'll catch you guys in just a bit. Alright guys, it's coming up on 8 o'clock at night now. It's been quite a while. We took our lunch break and we came home and had some lunch, and we chilled out for a while, and then my grandpa actually had to run over to the city and grab a few things to finish working on the power line. He came back, picked me up, and we went back to the job site, and we got the power line all put up the way we got the power line put up the way we wanted it to be, and got it all completely sealed, and we got the power turned back on for them, so they are good to go. And basically, as soon as we got the power line done, we decided to go ahead and be done for the day, because it was like 3 o'clock or something like that, 3:30 when we got done with the power line, and it was hot, so we said that was a good stopping point. Plus, our man lift started getting weak on us, so we just decided to plug it in, and we're going to let it charge tonight so that it's nice and full of juice tomorrow morning when we start putting the long pieces of steel on the west side of the building. That's going to be our main mission for tomorrow. We're going to begin that. I don't know how far we're going to get. I'm hoping we get pretty far because we don't have as much cutting to do to go around doors and windows. We only have the one window up top that we have to go around, but we won't hit that with the long steel. We'll probably have to worry about that when we get to the small pieces like we did today on the east side. So tomorrow, I hope we can get a lot done because it's going to be basically straight steel all the way across. So I'm hoping we can get quite a bit done. I know we only have a few more sheets of steel left on the little trailer. So we'll use those up, and then, well, I guess we have the smaller pieces first, I guess, that are kind of in the sides, and then it gets longer as the angle goes up. So we'll have some smaller pieces. We'll probably end up doing those first with the pieces of steel that we have left on the trailer, and then we'll hook the trailer up to the skid loader, and we'll pull it over to the big barn where I showed you guys about a video or two ago, where we have our big stack of steel, and we'll load a bunch more sheets of steel, and we'll use those, and we should be able to put those up in full all the way up 20 foot high. Actually, I think these pieces are a little under 20 foot. I think the bundle that we're about to get into is a little shorter, but that's okay. It'll still cover a pretty good amount of the barn. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here, guys. I'm pretty beat. It's been a pretty long day. It's pretty big day, I should say. Got a lot of work done. But tomorrow, like I said, we're probably going to be, or there is no probably. Tomorrow we're going to begin working on the long steel for the west side of the barn, getting that all set up and getting a good chunk of that done, hopefully. But I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, June 15th. It is 5:15. Getting up, getting rolling for the day. Today is the day that we begin putting the steel up on the wall on the west side of that big barn. Like I was saying yesterday, I hope we can get quite a bit done because there's not as much to build around. It's a lot of just putting it up and covering everything up. So I'm hoping we can get a lot done. Or at least as much as we can before the heat kicks in. It's supposed to be hot today, so who knows. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to go ahead and get my day started, guys. And I'll catch you guys in just a bit. Alright, guys. It is now 11:30. We just got home from work. And we were very productive today. We got quite a bit done as I expected and as I wanted. We got about halfway across the barn. We're just about halfway. We have that window way up top that we have to cut around with the short pieces, and that's about halfway, and we're just about to the window. So I think we thought that was a really good place to stop. It was funny. We were putting up one of the long pieces, complete long, like 20 foot piece, and we put it up, and Grandpa goes, "All right, I think we'll do one more piece and call it a day." All right. I go and I drag another piece over. We put it up, and he goes, "How about we do one more?" And so I go grab one, and I bring it back. We put it up all the way, and then he goes, "How about we do one more? We can still reach." So we ended up doing like about three or four extra pieces today, but we got quite a bit done. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash up. I'm gonna take a shower and stuff like that. We're gonna eat some lunch, guys, and I'll catch you guys in just a bit. All right, guys, it's a little after 4 o'clock now. We've just been chilling out. I've actually been on the phone quite a bit today since I've been home. I called my grandma, who I'm thinking about going out and seeing in Pennsylvania. I talked to her for a little over an hour, just catching up. We haven't talked in like a month or so. Oh yeah, it was a little under a month ago. I called her on her birthday, which was the 20th, so about a month ago I called her. But I talked to her for a while, and I basically told her I was thinking about coming out and seeing her, and she was happy about it. She said, "I'd love for you to come out." So then I called her, and I talked to her about that. Then I took a little break. I just went out and my grandpa had made up some summer sausage slices as a little snack. So we had that, and then I called my other grandma because today is my grandpa's birthday. Not the one that I'm living with here, but the other one that came out to Tyler's graduation. It was his birthday today, so I called and wished him a happy birthday and talked to my grandma for a little while, and it was funny because me calling them today was the first time I've called them using my new phone, and so the number was they didn't recognize the number when I was calling, and it was funny. My grandpa picks up the phone and goes, "What?" He yells, "What?" And oh my gosh, and I instantly, I just flat out of the gate told him happy birthday, and he goes, "Oh," he realized it was me. It was funny, and we talked, and then I talked to Grandma, and I told her I was planning a trip out to see my other grandma, and she thought that was a good idea. And I think it's a good idea too, because like I said earlier in this video, time is priceless, and you know, nobody is on this earth forever. And so I'd like to spend as much time with my grandma as I can before it's too late. And like I've said millions of times, my family is super important to me. And so I'd like to do this, just to make memories. I love making memories, guys. And that's one of the reasons I make these videos, is for me to look back on in the future. That's why I've got a bunch of them on my hard drive, even the cringy ones of me as a 12, 13-year-old kid. I've got them on my computer, and I make the videos for the memories. I can look back on them and remember stuff fondly. Because I can guarantee you there's a lot of stuff from my childhood that I didn't remember. Like, apparently, about a week or so ago, my grandpa here was telling me that when I was a kid, they took us to go see Lion King on ice. Which, if you guys know me well enough, you guys know that I'm a fan of the Lion King. And I was kind of shocked. I was like, no way. I had no recollection of seeing that. And I told him, I said, that would be something cool to see. But I was really, really young. But so, yeah, on that note, there's a lot of things that I've done in my life that I don't remember because I was young or whatever. And that's something with these videos is I can look back. Yeah, some people might think it's stupid that I record and I just talk to a camera about what I'm doing during the day, every day. But it's for not only for you guys to see, but it's 9 times actually a bigger purpose of it is for me to see what I'm doing so I can look back on it in the future and see, oh, this is what I was doing. And it helps me remember my life more fondly. And I can see in the future, I can see me right now as I am talking to you guys right now. And I can remember not only what I look like, what I sound like, stuff like that, but what I'm doing and what I've done and what I'm experiencing and stuff like that. And I can show it to my kids and stuff like that in the future. If I ever get the courage to talk to women. But anyhow, all jokes aside, that's what these videos are for. And I can guarantee you I'm going to be recording when I go out to my grandma's. I'm not going to record when we're actually doing stuff, but if I have time to slip away, I'll definitely do that. And I'll talk to the camera. I'll talk to you guys and update you guys because those memories are going to be priceless to me. And it'll be ones that are going to be awesome to have. But anyhow, after I got off the phone with my other grandma, I called my mom because because if you guys don't know, my mom lives in Pennsylvania too, and I wanted to get the go-ahead from her because I'm thinking about flying in to Pennsylvania. I don't think my little car can make it all the way to Pennsylvania. It made it all the way out here, about a 2.5 hour drive, but I don't think it can last 14 or so hours. I talked to my mom, and I basically asked her if she would be okay with coming out to Pittsburgh Airport, picking me up, taking me back, and driving me up to Grandma's and stuff like that so I can visit with her and my grandma and everything else. And she was on board with it. She, without hesitation, said absolutely. So now I've kind of got the green light for the foundation. I tend to have a sort of OCD about stuff like that where I overthink things sometimes. I'm kind of like my dad in the sense that I like to plan out things before I do them so that I know what we're doing. That's why I love itineraries or I love just an agenda of things we're doing for the day. And that's why, not even for me personally, but a lot of times in the videos when I start off in the morning, I'll always say, today we're doing this, 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 and this. That's not only for you guys to know what I'm doing throughout the day, but that's kind of a verbal recollection to me, kind of running through, okay, this is what I need to do today. This is what's on the agenda. This is what has to be done. This is what I'm doing. So now I've kind of got the groundwork laid out for this big trip. And now I'm going to be basically, I think my mom's going to call me back later tonight and we're going to talk about it a little bit more. And I might start looking at flights to see what's going out when. I'd like to fly out of Des Moines and do something similar to what my mom did. Just fly from Des Moines to Pittsburgh. Because Des Moines is only, about an hour and a half away from here. So it won't be too bad. But this is going to be, I know it's come out of the blue doing this trip. It's only been a few days, and bam, I'm planning this out. But, I mean, my grandpa himself said time isn't, time is priceless, and we don't stay on this earth forever. And he told me, don't hesitate doing this trip. So I'm going all out. I'm putting it all on the table, and I'd like to do this as soon as I can so that I know I've done it and stuff like that. But I think I'm probably going to go ahead and call it a day here, guys, a little early. We're going to be having supper, and I'm going to be chilling out. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to be back on the phone with my mom. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here, guys. Tomorrow on the agenda, we're going to go back to the job site first thing in the morning, and we're going to be continuing on the long steel on the west side of the big barn. Like I said earlier today, we are about halfway, just a little under halfway done with the all the way across on the ground, and then we will be getting that done. Got a few, we got like some electrical lines to kind of put some steel under and build around, and then once we get that done, that'll probably be it for tomorrow, and then we'll focus on the top like we did on the other side. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day here, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. I gotta keep planning this trip and stuff like that, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, June 16th. It is just past 6 o'clock in the morning. We're getting up and at 'em. We're about to head off to work. Today on the agenda, we're probably going to be continuing the long steel going across, but it's a little bit breezy. So it might be a factor today, because a lot of times, if you don't know, when we're up high in the lift, or up high on anything, especially with something that's as easy to move with wind as steel is, the wind can really become a factor in something that slows us down on that stuff. But we'll see what we can do. But last night was a big night. After I ended the vlog clips for yesterday, we had supper, and then I called my mom, or I guess she called me. My mom called me, and we talked about the plan a little bit more for me flying out to Pennsylvania to see her and my grandma and stuff like that. And basically we finalized the groundwork, which I think I already had figured out. And then we looked for flights, and I figured up a rough date on when I'd like to go. And then we found a flight, and we booked it. I went ahead and booked it and bought the ticket because there was only one seat left on that flight. So I went ahead and got it. And here are the official dates. We're leaving on Friday, June 25th, and we're coming back on Friday, July 9th. So we've got 2 weeks out there. We're going to be spending some time with my mom, some time with my grandma, and I think that will be good. I haven't seen my grandma in so long. I'll be excited to see her. And I'll be able to stay at my mom's when I'm not at my grandma's, so I think it'll work out really, really well. But we're about to go ahead and head off to work, guys. I'm hoping the wind doesn't help. I'm hoping the wind doesn't affect us too much, because it kind of slows us down, but it may not. But we're going to go ahead and head to work, guys, and I'll catch you guys after work. Alright, guys, it is now 12:41. We got home not too long ago, and we just got done eating lunch. And an update for you, we have the entire bottom of the west side completely done. So all we have to do for steel on the rest of that barn in its entirety is the triangular part up top, very similar to what we had to do on the east side. But the only other thing we have to do is there's a square hole up top, right smack in the middle of the triangle, and we're going to be putting an actual window in there to close that hole up. We're going to put a glass window in there, and then we'll put the steel around it and stuff like that. But that will be on the list of things to do for tomorrow. I am going to relax. I'm going to hop in the shower and get all nice and clean, and then I'm going to relax for a little while. I might take a nap, I don't know, it depends on if I fall asleep, who knows. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, guys. I know it's a long one because I had that talk with you guys the other night about how I was thinking about going and visiting my grandma and stuff like that, and now that is official. That's going to be happening next week, and I'm going to be taking you guys along with me. And I just want to update you guys. As of recording this video, I have not uploaded any videos to my channel since I moved here. The last video, the most recent video on my channel is the Big Move Part 1. I have not uploaded any videos because I don't have internet connectivity here. Well, there is internet here, but they have a certain limit, and I don't want to use that up for them when I try to upload a bunch of videos. So I'm not going to be uploading those right now. I have there's 7 or 8 of them on my hard drive in my YouTube videos folder, ready to go. They're fully edited. They're ready to go. I was talking with my mom the other night, and I think I'm going to take my hard drive with me. So all I have to do is log into my YouTube channel on her computer, and I might upload my videos, or I might take my laptop with me. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'd like to upload those videos so obviously you guys can start seeing them. I've been recording every day except for one day. I was sick one day and I didn't record because I was home all day anyway because I was sick. But every other day, besides that one day, I have always recorded like I said I was going to do. It's just that I haven't been able to upload. So I hope that I can do that. And of course I'm going to be recording new vlogs as well while I'm at my mom's and my grandma's and everything. And don't quote me, it's not officially official yet, but I'm only going to be up there for 2 weeks, and at most a week of that is going to be me at my grandma's. But there's a chance that I might be making a gaming video or stream. Might be getting back into some ATS or something like that. I haven't played ATS in almost over 4 years. For those of you who don't know what ATS is, it's American Truck Simulator. It's a really good game. I have videos on that on my channel if you guys want to check it out. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, guys. I want to relax, and I'm going to be editing this video today. I try to, every 4 days I record, and then on that last day, I like to end a little early so that I have time to sit down and edit, because it takes a little while to edit. And then I let it sit and export. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it. A lot happened in this video. A lot of working, and we had a lot of working stuff around the house. We had obviously we had work, and we had a new opportunity come out at our way, and I'm going to be going to Pennsylvania to see my mom and my grandma next week. So that is awesome. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button on this video. Spread the word of the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.